Come on! What did you?
What's up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here, and we are back with another installment of the I Wish I Knew series. In this series, we've been asking pros and experienced players, if you could go back and tell yourself one tip when you first started the game, what would it be? Today's guest is someone that I first met and got to see play over in Belton, Mississippi at the Weapons of Grass Destruction. I heard this pro card was going to be going out, and there was a 15-year-old kid on there who was about to demolish the competition. And to call him a kid is a massive disservice. Gannon Buhr may have stepped onto your radar recently at Waco when he was the youngest player to make it on a lead feature card for a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. Gannon is a stud of a human being, and not only is he bringing you one tip, but he's bringing you three. He's on Team Prodigy and a member of Wander Disc Golf's team, and I'm so excited for the tips he's bringing you today. So without further ado, let's jump in, shall we?
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Gannon Buhr, and here are my 3 tips. Today I'll be talking to you guys about decision making, hitting your lines, and mental game. Mental game, in my opinion, is the most important part of disc golf, and it really shows in a lot of the top pros. And you can be frustrated in the moment, but if you throw a bad shot, you can be frustrated right there, but you have to put that behind you. Because if you carry that to the next hole, you're going to continue to throw bad shot after bad shot. I've gotten mad before. I double bogey hole 9 at Waco, and I just put that behind me, focus on the hole that was in front of me, because once a shot is over, you can't do anything about it, no matter what. There's no reason to be mad at all. Basically, just act like it's a whole new tournament, pretty much. I came back with 2 more birdies, and boom, I'm even par basically through 3 holes, so it didn't really make a difference. But it was important to put that behind me, and so I can continue to my round and finish solid. The second part is hitting your lines. It's really important to envision your shot before you throw it. It really forces your brain to throw the correct shot. If you can see the shot and have good form, throw the shot perfectly, that's going to boost your confidence way up, and you're just going to feel better about everything, and you'll be throwing great shots, and you'll have that flow. If you know what I mean. You just keep being birdie after birdie after birdie, and the game just seems easy. That's a really good way to keep that going. And the last part is playing your percentages. This is extremely important. If the basket's 200 feet away from you, you have a gap that's 50 feet in front of you, but it's only 10 feet wide, or you have a gap that's 180 feet away from you, but there's way more trees, there's a lower percentage that you're going to actually get through. You actually want to take that gap that's further down the fairway. You want to get as close to the basket as possible without risking something getting in the way, like a tree, and kicking out of bounds or kicking off the fairway. Your percent of actually hitting that smaller gap is really low. And if you do miss that gap with the high percentage that you will hit the gap, you will hit the tree, you're going to drop down. You're going to be 150 feet away from the basket with no option for a birdie putt or whatever you're playing for. But if you take the gap that is way down the fairway, pretty much inside the circle, like 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a putt for birdie or for what you're shooting for. That is extremely important, and it has saved me so many strokes. One more thing is also playing and throwing the shots that you're confident with. I've always seen people throw backhand up shots, and I tried it myself. I've kind of forced myself to do it the last few tournaments, and until Waco, I did that. And then I just realized that a forehand putter approach is something I feel way more comfortable with because I'm looking at the basket, which that also is related to, I think it's important to model your game after someone, but there comes a point in time where you have to do your own thing. With my injury, I was really upset because I couldn't bend my knee and really explode off the ground. And I mimicked my game after Will Schuster. He bends his knees a lot, but I just got really inconsistent doing that. So eventually I just did my own thing, which was a faster step with not as much knee bend. And obviously it worked at Waco. So those are some of my tips that should help you on the course.
I can't believe those people. Oh, sorry. Anger is such a powerful tool when it comes to ruining your disc golf game. Bringing extra emotions, whether good or bad, from prior holes can totally derail what you're trying to do on the disc golf course. I love what Gannon said about when you find that flow, when you're really feeling the game, it almost just becomes easy. If you're out there and you're like, hey, I've never felt easy about this game, I promise if you stick with it and work on that consistency in your game, you're going to start seeing those lines you're looking for are super obvious, and you'll start crushing them and getting that amazing feeling of, wow, I actually think I'm pretty decent at this game. I want to thank Gannon for coming on the channel, and I'm so grateful for his advice and just his willingness to step out and share with us on the channel. He is a young player, but man, I am so excited for what he is going to do for the scene and for this game. But let's make sure we get out and support him while he is out there crushing the game. You'll find all of his social media links below, and you'll find links to them in the description. Not only do I want you to go support him, but make sure you're supporting the people that are helping him. The key to this game is the community, and the more our community comes together, the more we're going to see this sport grow. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that the rage monster stays away from you and that nothing but birdies await you. So for now, I'm gonna leave you with the birdie.